Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another movie review. It's been a minute since I've done one of these, and today we're going to talk about the live-action remake for How to Train Your Dragon. I have seen this film twice now. The first time was at CinemaCon a few months ago, and I just went ahead and rewatched it tonight in IMAX to refresh myself on the film before I did a review on it. I knew that I was going to from the second I watched it the first time in Vegas back in April, but I wanted to watch the film once again since it's been a couple months, refresh myself, take a couple of notes on some things in the film. That way I could now come to you and talk about this film that I really, really enjoyed. When I heard they were doing a live action version of this story, I was very trepidatious because I love the animated film. I have seen it several times. I love the animation. It has so much heart. It's funny, and the score gives me chills every single time. So I wasn't quite sure how this story would translate to live action. I figured that the flight sequences and the particular third act battle would be exciting, but I wasn't sure about everything else. Well, now I've seen the film twice, and all of that hesitation that I had is gone. And we now know that they are doing a remake of the second film, and I have to say, I'm on board. Does this movie ever really justify its existence? And does it need to exist? No. But I'm glad it does, because I think that it acts as two important things here. I think it's going to act as an entry point for younger audiences into this series that can then go back and watch the animated films, and I think it makes for a really good companion piece to the animated film. This one stars Mason Thames as Hiccup, Nico Parker as Astrid, Gerard Butler returns as Stoic, and Nick Frost joins the cast as Gobbard. Now, what do I mean by companion piece here? It is a very, very faithful adaptation. It's, in many ways, is a one-for-one, like shot-for-shot remake of the animated film, particularly the beginning exposition, where they have the opening battle with the dragons. Hiccup is narrating about Burke. I felt that that was just ripped straight out of the animated film, and that's not a negative by any means. It was just something that caught my eye both times as, wow, this really is laying the groundwork for the original film. But then it also later on, as the story kind of settles in, we expand on these characters, particularly Astrid. We get a little more time with her. We learn her intentions. She's very headstrong in this one, as she was in the animated one, voiced then by America Ferrera. She's just a very much a go-getter, and we see a little bit more of that here. And what worked in the animated film still works here. The father-son relationship between Hiccup and Stoic is very much there. It's very present. It's very heartfelt. For a lot of people I know, this can be a very relatable story beat, and both of them kind of learning what they can do to improve themselves, to strengthen that relationship throughout the story. It's really impactful here. The relationship between Hiccup and Astrid, as that progresses throughout the film, is here. It's sweet. But really, the heart and soul of this film is Hiccup and Toothless. And wow, I mean, it was very clear early on that they weren't trying to outdo themselves here. They were just trying to recapture the magic in that animated one, and they really, really do. One moment that stands out in particular for me in this version that really warmed me is the scene where Hiccup is drawing Toothless in the sand, and then Toothless grabs a tree and starts drawing, and they just have a little moment there where like Hiccup is doing a bit of a dance through Toothless's design that he made. It's just a really beautiful bonding moment between the two. You have the excellent score backing it up. that moment might be one of my favorite moments in the entire film. And then you have the big cinematic flying sequences, which, as expected, gave me chills both times I've now seen the film, particularly the first flying sequence where Hiccup is trying to really test his design and the equipment that he has made for Toothless. You have the booming score, particularly in IMAX tonight. It was just exceptional. It makes you want to, when that scene concludes, it makes you want to jump up and cheer. It fires you up. It's electric. The visuals in this film, from the dragons to the scenery, throughout, it's very polished. You never really notice any moments where there are weak points in the visual effects. This is a very strong contender for visual effects here. It looks so good every single shot. There are a lot of dragons in this film, so it's crucial that you get that element right, and I'm happy to say they nailed it. The big third act battle, I think, runs maybe a tiny bit too long, but it's still exciting. It's thrilling. I can see why this would be a really good film to see in 3D. I'm not the biggest 3D fan, but there were several moments in this film where I'm like, that might actually look kind of cool in a 3D format. And that just speaks to the quality and the care that is put into this film. Dean DeBlois, the director and co-director of the original animated film, really steps back into this world and hasn't missed a beat. Obviously, he knows this story inside and out and has a knack for these characters and already has an understanding for where they're going to go and what's going to happen later on. And it's all just very evident that they are being very careful with this remake. And like I said, while I'm not going to be watching this one more than I watched the animated one, I do find this a really good companion piece, like I said. Just because it does expand on certain things. The flying sequences look really, really good in live action. The dragons look really good in live action. I still prefer the animated one, but as far as a live action remake goes, this one impressed me. I will be seeing it again in theaters. So, have you seen the live action How to Train Your Dragon film? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much, as always, for watching this video. If you like film-related content, well, this is the place for you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.